Hey, howdy. So, if you're using cast iron, you need one of these mitts, right? And you can buy a bunch of them. I bought all these. They all suck. And this one caught on fire. Um, you need something much better than this. Like that. So this is a simple, super simple little leather project. You only need about a 5 by 5 piece of leather. This pattern, as you can see, is dated 9/24. I've made a bunch of different patterns until I finally found the perfect one. Um, this is the best one. And the funny thing is, I sped this video up. It's 1,000 times normal speed, and it still looks slow, especially when I'm cutting these circular parts. I just found that going slow is the best way to make sure that it's really nice and clean. So anyway, cut it out, and you're going to make a trifold. So you need to make a little groove on the inner side of the leather so that it folds over like a trifold. And then I'm going to just bevel the edges except for the very top with where the curved part is, because we'll do that later. I love this. We're watching it dry really quick. Anyway, I'm not like a leather expert or anything, or leathersmith or whatever you call it, so I may be doing stuff wrong, but this is what I do. And putting a little stamped impression on it, I think is kind of cool. And then just burnishing the edges except for the top, because we'll do the top at the very end, so you don't need to really worry about that for now. Burnish those edges, and then we're going to fold it over into this trifold. Just glue it with some contact cement, and then clamp it carefully. Just be careful not to leave an impression on the leather when you clamp it. And don't ask me how I know. But anyway, this is the next day, okay? So make a groove for the stitching. And then mark the holes. There's a bunch of different ways to mark the holes, but this is the way I found it works for me. By the way, that watch that I'm wearing, I made that watch, and I'll probably make another video of me making a watch. But that's a really cool watch that I made. Anyway, drilling the holes, I just found it's way better because the holes are nice and consistent. I've tried, using an awl or something like that, but definitely drilling the holes makes a big difference. Then I'm just going to stitch it up, using a normal saddle stitch, which is basically just back and forth, on both sides of the hole. And then when you get to the end, this is waxed thread. It's kind of like catgut kind of stuff. Anyway, just make a knot. Try and hide it as much as you can. And then because it's sort of waxed, you can just sort of melt the ends. It's sort of like paracord. And then I found that using a belt sander or some type of a sanding tool to make the edge nice and clean. Then do the beveling, and then burnish the very top. And I spend quite a bit of time trying to get a good, nice burnish on the top, because it's really about the only part you see. And you want that seam to be nice and tight. And it's pretty much done at this point. The only thing I need to do is put some, I can't remember what it's called, neat's foot oil. What the hell is a neat's foot anyway? I have to look that up. Hey Siri, what is neat's foot oil? Where does that come from?
The word oil comes from the Greek word eleum, which means olive oil.
Yeah, I know that.
This is from Wikipedia.
Where does neat's foot oil come from? Shin bones and feet of cattle. All right. Not the hooves. Anyway, Once that's done, then um, put a little carnauba wax on it, buff it up. We're ready to rock. It's really simple. It only takes about an hour, not counting the drying time. And it's really cool. This is definitely not the best one that I made. I've made probably 10 of these. Um, but they work great. They look cool. And you made it. So what the hell? There you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks.